came back
Donna
with
and
new
I.
friends.
She
No,
and
you
Donna.
guys went to high school together.
Donna and I went to high school together.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we found Paula
At
at
a
Club
bar.
Med.
Not.
Right. It gets convoluted. It's
I
been
know.
like
I think she really was playing tennis, but
30
you know.
years ago. And Julie's sweet mom is named Marion as well. And Paula's mom and my mom went to Vegas maybe once without us. I'm trying to
I
remember.
know. What was that all
Yeah,
about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But we all kind of grew up with everybody's moms and dads, and here we are, gosh, 30 years later. Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you two even
Well,
look
no.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. But a lot of good times have been had with all of our parents together over the years, with our moms, with our dads going to Father's Day
I know, I
lunches.
remember that. That was sweet.
So we forged friendships over the years that involved and shared our parents as well.
That's true.
I don't have any sisters, but here they are. So thank you all for being here as well. Cal,
Yes.
Cal. I'm gonna pick on you next.
Okay.
Cal,
I was gonna pick
Cal
on you.
and George, for those of you who don't know, you probably all do know, we grew up in Pasadena, and if you grow up in Pasadena, you have to learn to wave like this, right, for the Rose Parade. We used to walk to the Rose Parade from where we lived, and then I don't know how you got started driving a float, but every float in the Rose Parade has a spotter hiding somewhere inside of it so they don't run into people or the float in front of them. And Cal and George have been the driver spotter team. How many parades have you done together?
15?
15, 16.
15 or 16. And considering when George was growing up and probably wasn't the best driver, and when he came home and said, I'm going to drive a float in the Rose Parade, and it was back then I thought my mother was going to go to the grave. And she said, are you kidding me? Because that first turn is a 90-degree turn, and if you swing it too wide, you're gonna take out a whole row of spectators. But you've never hit Andy. I don't think you've hit anything. I think you've been towed a time or two.
Yeah, a few trees.
Yeah.
See, driving a float is like being blindfolded and telling somebody how to drive. So that's what I'm doing. I'm telling George how to drive, and he's blindfolded. He can't see a thing out there.
Wow.
But I'll tell
And
you.
when I first met your mother was New Year's Eve, and we towed over from DeWardy New Year's Eve in the afternoon, and they came out and they looked at the float and I get ready to go, and George didn't have his jacket, and your mom said, George, give your jacket. George, I don't need a jacket. I don't need a jacket. I said, George. I said, come on. I said, give me the jacket. And I gave it to him, and he used it.
And my mother loved you ever since.
Yeah.
Mom being a mom.
Yeah, she was a typical mom. I mean, it reminded me of my mom.
That's absolutely
Yeah.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And y'all know James, our son, who gave Grandma her last and best birthday presents. The day before her birthday, she was in the hospital, June 5th, and on June 4th, James passed his Eagle Scout Board of Review. And the minute we were done with the board, we went straight to the hospital so that he could show Grandma his neckerchief. And she was very, very proud of that. Very proud of that. All right. My surfing cousin, who I call Ricky. I'm sorry I can't call you Rick. It's just been Ricky forever. And his wife Karen are with us. And of course, you've known Mom since you were born.
Yeah, well, I eventually made it out to California in 1973, so a few years ago. when I started my degree at University of California in Santa Barbara, and showed up at Marion and Gil's doorstep, and have been around ever since. And Marion my family, my mom her name is Ursula. She was the middle daughter. Ruth was the older daughter, and Marion was the younger daughter. From my grandparents, Marie and Rudolph Gerbert. And anyway, Marion pretty much adopted me as her son. And when I was married, and then our son, we spent a lot of time with Marion and Gil and Downey. We lived in Hemet, and now we live in Beaumont. And it's just been such a blessing to be really part of their family. Marion and Gil have been some of the most giving people that I've ever known. And I remember one time Gil took me up in his T6, and we flew out on the Catalina Channel, and he took with him a roll of toilet paper. And I'm not sure exactly at that point his intentions, but so we're flying out over there, and he, pulls the cockpit open, and he throws out this roll of toilet paper. I'm still not sure exactly what was going on with that, but I guess it's some pilot thing. And anyway, he let me fly the plane, and it's just their family has been such a blessing to us.
Only the special ones get the toilet paper.
The rest get paper towels. Calvin and Cheryl.
John's brother over there, John, got me involved, wrote his shirt sleeves as far as shirt tails getting pilot's license. Gil, I'm sure you know where your briefcase is. You always had to have it. Every time we were in the airplane, we had to get the briefcase out of the
Typewriter.
which was that?
Typewriter. It's in our room.
Yes.
It's in our room.
It's in your room?
It's in our
Okay,
room.
just wanted to make sure that it's still
It's
on.
been
That's
Yeah.
for the bottle bombing.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you had it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was with Gil the first time we did the flower bombing and then the balloon breaking. Gil, you were the one instrumental and taught me how to set my altimeter setting in order to do the balloon breaking and maintain limits type of thing. So heritage and fun has always been there. Hot tubs, Svensgaards, those good old times, Georgetown, all those times where we would go. My brother gave me opportunity to fly his airplane up to Georgetown one time, and John said, Gil's going to fly with you, but just be ready because he flies tight. And I told Cheryl, I says, well, he's going to fly close to us, figuring he'd be, and then Cheryl's looking out the window, and he says, does he have to fly that close?
I'm getting used to it.
But no, good times. Flying your airplane home from Georgetown that one time, landing Chino and enjoying it. A lot of memories. Thank you.
And yes, Myriad got me hooked on Bombay.
Yes.
Diane Cashman, our dear friend Diane, pitched a few tents together, haven't we? Yes, we have.
I get emotional, so, actually, I've known him for about 30 years. We first went to the flight at setting, it was about 83. And Kirk invited my husband and I to go up there, and the first time, like, what the heck have you got me into? Can't believe it, but anyhow, I love Georgetown. Mary and I would sit there, and they always had a guitar player. And we would sing all the goodies and all that. We were probably so into so much fun. We just had a really good time together. Love watching Gil bust, they're the balloons, and they're like, don't turn it upside down, please don't turn it upside down. It's hard, to hold the balloon up, but it was just so much fun, and, just a very special group to be with.
We're delighted you're here. Thank you so much. Davida.
Oh.
My sister, and my other sisters.
I'm not squared. Well, I met Gil through Hutchison Corporation in 1981 when I got out of the Army. And so he called me Sarge because that was my rank at the time until I got promoted more and more. But I learned a lot from Gil, a lot about planes. He would come running out the building, out to my front desk, look out the window, and identify, because we were in Compton. So he would identify from all the planes coming by. Just been part of the family. When my mom died, Marion said, "I'm your mom now." So of course, she's mom, he's dad, my sister and my brother. She would call Vita, "I need more towels, I need more dishcloth, I need more slippers." I'm sure there's remnants and mismatched pairs of slippers throughout the house.
Oh, yes.
But that's what she wanted, and then for a moment I would knit something up and send it to her. But she had, to me it was morbid because I know my husband's mom, my mother-in-law would always say, "I want you to play the piano at my funeral." And he would just go, "Mom, I don't want to think about it." So many years ago, Mom asked me to make her some slippers to match what she would be wearing when she died. And she goes, "Okay, got him, put him in the package." And Lori has told me that there was little directions in there, making sure she wore those slippers because she didn't want them to have to fight putting shoes on her when she was, and so that she's just always, she was very stubborn, as we all know, but I love her very much. And she had asked me years ago, "What is your favorite Bible verse?" And I told her, she goes, "I want you to read that and say it at my funeral." And I go, "I can't do that. I couldn't do it at my mom's, I can't at yours. But I'm going to say it because if I don't say it now, it will forever haunt me." It's Isaiah 40:31. "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." And that is my promise fulfilled to my mom. Very nice.
Eloise mentioned that she had a common bond with my mother and that they were both nurses. And Eloise, when you said that, darn it, I pointed, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but I was pointing back here at Dr. Greason, Terry Greason and his wife Gail, whom my mother worked for forever. They paid for the limo, that big white car that Mom drove as long as this room, and Mom's this big. The limo.
And how to sit outside.
Find the dermatologist.
So now you know all those sample bags that
And Marion was my quack nurse. My quack nurse.
That's her email.
She named herself.
And, Marion was with me, I guess, 20 years. And, it was a privilege to work with her. She was absolutely the most outstanding registered nurse that I ever worked with. We became good friends with she and Gil and had some good times over the years, and we're certainly going to miss her.
We are. All those sample bags, yeah.
We all got them.
Yeah,
And we all got them everywhere.
yeah.
Even after she retired, she showed up regularly.
Well, Ken called me the other day. I was over at Dad's house and he said, "Well, I just had a 15-minute period of crying about Mom." I said, "Why?" He said, "I went into the cabinet and I found this bag of Allegra D." That she,
Yep.
yeah.
She found good
So,
things.
there you go. So last and certainly not least, Uncle Don, and you've known my mom and dad maybe longer than anybody here. And Joanne and Kalitha, friends from before I was born, right?
Well,
Does that make you feel old?
I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
That was a really
We do go back a long ways. I met Gil from work. We started there. That was back at the old sugar company.
Yeah.
And then we all moved over to Hutchison Corporation, and I'm not a pilot. I love flying though. And of course, when Gil flew, then that gave me a reason to tag along too. And I got to fly with Gil and Chino in one of the air shows. And as the other with the flying over the channel, we did that out there too, only he had a roll of paper towels. I didn't get the toilet paper, we had the paper towels. But then I think we kind of introduced Gil and Marion and that into boating and water skiing because we were going to the Colorado River. So that's Lori and George and Bob and Cleveland's little ones. They were all kind of the same age, so we kind of all grew up at the river, and of course still enjoy it down there. But good friends, good people, known for a long time, and for many, many more. And as we say, we'll miss her. But it was beautiful.
Yes, yes. Well, there you go. There's our hodgepodge of dear friends here. And again, thank you. Thank you all on behalf of my brother and Ken and James and my dad for being here. And please go eat those desserts now. I'm not kidding. Eat up. And there's some